No dinero, me no hablo. Me no hablo. Straight fuego trying to beat Pablo. That's right, boy. Welcome back, baby. We're back out here, man. We're working hard, man. CZALEO knows it all, man. A lot of stuff been happening. A lot of love we're getting. We appreciate it, man. La Suprema coming soon, man. A lot of exciting stuff going on, man, and a lot to talk about today, okay, ladies and gentlemen? So thank you for coming on. Thank you for logging on. I'm here with my boy Hank Bronson. How you feeling, Hank?
Look, man, feeling great, outstanding, marvelous.
All right, great, outstanding, and marvelous, dog. Great, outstanding, and marvelous. Those are great words, dog. You know what I'm saying? You come to CZALEO Knows It All, you're going to get outstanding vocabulary. You know that, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, boy. All right, make sure you guys are on the app, okay? Make sure you guys log on YouTube. We got the YouTube Lab. Look up CGN Latinx, and then you'll see the live stream right there. Make sure you do so, okay? We got South Central America coming up, La Suprema. We got a street tape called SCA, which is short for South Central America, right? We got a dope cover. We'll show you the cover at the end of the show. Well, in about a week or so, we'll tell you where you can download it and find it. The hottest, dopest rap collective in the history of rap. LA music, street food music, Hispanic music. Not the typical shit you're going to expect. The whack shit is actually dope. Free foods that can rhyme, melodize, do the whole nine, right? So check us out, man. You're gonna like it. You're gonna be happy, big dogs.
All right, how you feeling,
man? I'm feeling great, big dog. I'm feeling healthy, man. I'm feeling alive. I'm gonna have a baptism this weekend for my baby girl, so I'm excited, man. It's all good, man. Everything is great, man. Thank you, big dog. All right, man. So I'm gonna jump right into it, big dog. Okay. We are gonna go into. I'm trying to figure out the clock. The clock is right there. Bam, that's how much. Okay, we're into it. Okay, time. My bad. That's the last time we look at the clock. All right, man. Today we're gonna go into our monologue of the day, right into it as we like to do. And today's idea is that we live in a post society. Okay, we are post everything, right? We are post hip hop. We are post culture. We are post progress. Okay, what do I mean by that? I mean that everything has already passed. Have you ever heard of the concept that no idea is original? You hear it in songs. I know Nas has said that verse, right? But there's actually it's an ancient idea, right? The idea is that everything has already happened, right? Right now we think that we live in revolutionary times and we're having revolutionary experiences and sexual ideas that nobody's ever had. You're not. You're actually quite boring, and this has already happened, right? We're post all of that, right? When I say post hip hop, for example, right? I'm a hip hop artist and it's hard to say, but hip hop, it's over. Okay. It passed already. Right. Okay. Now, do people still do hip hop music? Yes. Right. I do hip hop music. A lot of people are still doing hip hop music, right? But the culture, right? When I was growing up, man, I remember the old world, right? I remember the world at MTV when it was all white people, when it was heavy metal, just like heavy metal, that passed, right? Rock and roll is over. It's been over, right? People still do it, but it's over, right? Then I saw the emergence of hip hop, right? What you don't understand is that, like, if you look at 70s and 80s movies, right? Whenever you saw urban culture, it was corny. It was corny. They didn't understand it. They didn't have, like, look at the video, the Michael Jackson video for Bad, right? I have like the multicultural gangs, right? It's ridiculous, right? Hip hop introduced the world to the ghetto, right? It was introduction of the world to the ghetto. To what ghetto people have to say movies, songs like Ghetto Boys, dog. My mind is playing tricks on me.
Man,
dog, like, deeper shit, right? Like, it was the NWA, the angry people, the introspective, right? The whole world wanted to now see the ghetto world. Before it was like hidden. Like, we didn't in any way advertise the hood or hood, right? It was like the dark places, right? But hip hop made it where it was cool. It's where people wanted to go, right? It went from and then rich people from Hollywood Hills wanted to come to the ghetto and experience it. Now it's different, right? Now ghetto people just want to live in Hollywood Hills, and it's like a different thing, right? Now it's already been, used, abused, copied, prostituted, dog. It's part of, it's culture. It's tricked out. It was great. People did great things, right? But, and then people still do it, but it's over, right? We're post hip hop, right? We're also post progress, right? With people, all those struggles of today were social justice. Oh, dude, you're 40 years late, dog. This already happened, homie. Okay. Anything that happened, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, bro, we've been multicultural, dog. We've been trying to progress. We've been had heroes as women, heroes of people of color, heroes in our comic books, right? What they do to comic books today, it's a damn crime, dog. They're trying to, nowadays there's all these things trying to get into culture, and before culture was actually real, right? That's why we're even post culture, right? Everything is a copy, right? comic books was important when I was a kid. You know, I'm from the era where I read comic books when it was nerdy to read comic books, okay? When only the nerds read it, okay? But I know that it made me smart, right? Because there was actually like adult themes in there, right? And not only were there adult themes, it was already multicultural. There was already black, like in the 70s, dog. You know what I'm saying? There was already Storm, leader of the X-Men. Like the X-Men were like, you know, but now they're infiltrating, but it also had good men. Like Captain America was all American, right? But now they infiltrate everything, and now they're trying to infiltrate those things from the base to make culture different, right? Which is like disgusting to me, right? So, you know, even, you know, movies and everything, trends, right? Everything is a remake, right? Excuse me. Brother feeling thirsty today. Today's show brought to you by La Croix. Tastes kind of like lemon. Water with a 95% hint of a lemon that was kind of next to it once. Not just kidding. Anyway, it's not brought by that. But anyway, what I was saying, dog. You know where we are with that, man. We're living in a post society, right? Post everything, right? Post culture, right? We're copying everything. Everything is going back to the past, right? And the idea of progress itself, right? We have this bad illusion that for some reason we think that progress means like everything that happens, we're progressing, we're evolving. No, okay. There was animals that evolved to their detriment, right? It's not always a good thing. We connect progress with good, right? There's animals that, you know, when they had short wings, and when the ice age came, they got bigger wings. But then the ice age was over, and then the big wings made them too heavy, and they got eaten. So they evolved to their death, right? It's not always a good thing, right? Companies, Blockbuster evolved to their death. JCPenney, Robinson's May, they evolved to one day become extinct, right? We can also do that. We think that every new idea is good. It's not, okay? Everything is not okay all the time, okay? So we live in a post society, all right, big dog? I'm coming up on time for that. But yeah, man, so hopefully we'll get deeper into that throughout the rest of the topics of the show. But that's the major idea of the day. Okay, we're post everything, and we need to refresh, and right, we need to remember our values, man, because we're at the point where we're eating ourselves. We progress so much, now we're looking for little groups. Everybody's a race to the bottom. I'm this, I'm the most, I'm the first person, all this stuff. It's a race to the bottom, and it doesn't lead to nothing. It leads to the destruction of our country. These ideas have been tried before, and they end up in millions of people dying. Okay, look into Russia, look into a lot of other people, man. All right, your boy CZALEO. All right. Here we go, dog. I like that. How was a dope sound effect. I ain't coming through. Do it again. Do that shit again. Where's it at? All right, moving on. All right. There we go, dog. All right, man. We're gonna move on to our current events. All right, here we go, man. Your boy CZALEO Burgundy, Conchita Alonso, De La Cruz Fernandez, reporting live from Los Angeles, West Los Angeles City. The current events. All right, current events of the day, man. I went to the Joe Collins event over the weekend. If you guys follow my Instagram, you saw that I was up there. I was meeting folks, right? Joe Collins is actually a Republican candidate, right? A conservative candidate. He went up against Maxine Waters in the last election. He wasn't able to win, unfortunately, and now he's going for Congress, right? So we have a good relationship with him. He's apparently showed the company love, right? The Good News Network. He showed us love, right? So he invited us there, and we went to go cover it, right? So I have some audio from it, right? We have the actual interview of Joe Collins. I'll let it play itself, and then we'll have what some people said about him. Okay, it's coming up right now.
Personally, you know, I've known him my whole life, but one thing I know is that he's a hard worker and that he's actually out there. He's out there interacting with people. He's out there in the field. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, honestly, his heart is like, for real. We know him personally. She knows him even longer. Very genuine person. Right. Someone that really wants change, and he wants to see his work, and he wants to see what he's done.
And he's of the community. He's from this community. Right. So that's one of the main things that I got from him, from speaking to people there. The number one thing I got about Joe Collins is that he's a great person, right? Even on my interview with him.
Here at TGN Latinx, I have the honor to be here with Joe Collins.
Here's Joe.
A brave man, a brave leader, man, somebody who I think is going to help California and people of color see things differently, Joe. So thank you for taking the time. How do you think we can get people of our communities to finally consider conservative ideas?
You know, I don't necessarily think it's conservative ideas that they have to consider. I think it's the person. We have to have more young people run for office that actually care about our communities. I mean, somebody who's been in office that's, 70, 80 years old, they don't necessarily represent us at, late 20s, early 30s, early 40s. And so I think it's just having more young people get up, run for office so we can fix the issues that matters most to us. After all, we're going to be here longer.
Right. And then how do you think we best do that? Do we do that through education? Do we do that through culture, right? Have maybe our conservative ideas not penetrated culture in
Great question.
I think that education has to be the culture, but it can't just be one-sided. Right now, when you look at our culture, they think of entertainment, baseball, sports, anything to make people happy, laugh, cry. However, we miss the legislative aspect. The fact that people are making policies, they're making laws that affect us. And so we have to be those ones that step into that gap and start making laws that's going to best help us for the future and improve the quality of life.
Do you think it starts should we focus on or should people focus on a national level or on a local level?
Both. Both. I think local level is more important.
All right, cool, man. Then I think I've got one more clip.
Well, I mean, I think most of this right here is not about anything like that. I'm not into politics, but I'm supporting what good people, and people supporting good people doing things for the community. And most of what I've seen from the community has been done greatly by Mr. Joe Collins and everybody associated with him.
You know what? That's important, right? We shouldn't even be looking at parties. It's about the individual, right? So you're here to support that. You know him as a person.
Yes, and I enjoy what he does as a person, what he does as an individual, what he is doing for the community. I'm here to support it, especially with the music community.
Right, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a Republican, right? But I do consider myself a conservative, right? I kind of went in there asking people that, and what I got the vibe was that everybody. What's what I like about conservative folks, man? Because I feel like a lot of them were like, you know what? It's not necessarily about being Republican or being conservative. They were like, just Joe himself as a person, right? People spoke really highly of him, right? It was amazing. It was there were celebrities there, right? I got the last clip was a guy named B. Howard. I think he's Michael Jackson's bro. He's a multi-platinum artist, right? There was Sir Jinx was there, right? This other old school hip hop head, right? There was a lot of, it was just an interesting crowd, right? Oh, Angela Stanton King, I'm a big fan of her. She's been on the Breakfast Club. She was there, right? So just a lot of good, people saying, conservative ideas, right? But nobody was like hardcore Republican, which is what I really liked, right? It was more about people going out there, right? Like you said, to see black Republicans in Southern California is kind of rare. So it was really unique. And I appreciate Joe for letting us come out, man. All right, cool. So the next news segment of the day that I want to talk about is the border crisis right now, right? So this is something that I'm very passionate about. Okay, if you care about, because this is one of those issues that gets us going, right? Hispanic people especially, right? It's one of those, just like with black folks, what gets them going is police brutality. Right around election time, it's funny how all of a sudden immigrant issues come up, and all of a sudden police brutality issues come up, and we go crazy. We cannot no longer think, and we go nuts, right? So let me tell you what I think about immigration. If you truly care about people, you should not be wanting them to immigrate illegally. Okay, that's incredibly irresponsible. Okay, it is not the border of our parents. Okay, it's not the border you see on TV. You come up and it's all peaceful. It's terrible. You know who runs the border? Cartels. Okay, you know what usually happens? People get kidnapped and raped. Okay, it is not a good situation. Okay, to come through the border illegally, it's a terrible journey. It's terrible. If you actually cared about people, you wouldn't want them to go through that, but you want to look cool. Of course, we want people. I'm an immigrant's kid, of course, right? But there's a way to do it, and there's a time to wait. And to be honest with you, what is the actual solution, right? What is the actual solution besides how we feel, right? Bringing people here, because the people who are in power now, they're not bringing them here because they care. They're bringing them here because they know they're going to get more votes from them in the future. They do not care one freaking bit. You know what the solution to immigration is? Having good countries. Okay, there is no, the solution would be that those countries work great and we can go there and tour there and have jobs there, and they can do so too. The point would be, if they're not poor, then we let them come here left and right like French and English people do, right? That's the solution. My family comes from a country called El Salvador. El Salvador is progressing. Okay, let me give you a couple of things about El Salvador that people don't know. Number one, El Salvador was the first country that actually had the Revolutionary Party, the FMLN, legally come into power, right? Without bloodshed, right? They had a revolutionary war that everybody knows about, a civil war. And within years, the revolutionary people organized, became their own political party, and actually won through election. Then they got into election, and guess what? They freaking sucked, right? Communists are just like everybody else. They want money and like everybody else, and they turned out to be not so great. And then in El Salvador did another amazing thing. The president now, Nayib Bukele, he actually started a third party. A third party actually came to power and actually won once again without bloodshed, right? Um, that's how you fixed it. When I went there recently, it's modern, it's great. Bitcoin's there. I love it there. Food tastes better. You eat organic every day. Nice people, right? Beautiful weather, right? That's how all of Latin America is. Our goal should be not to let everybody come in. It should be that those places should be what they once were, right? What your parents grew up in. You think they wanted to come over here? You think they want to leave their land? No, nobody does. It's way better over there. There's things that are over there that are superior to here, right? So the solution, in my eyes, is that, right? So it's disgusting because, man, right now the people who are in power, they're the ones who always get you going, and right now they're abusing everybody. There's so much stuff going on right now, but you ignore, right? Your boy, they deport more than anybody, right? But you let them slide, man. So that really pisses me off. Another idea that I have about, like, here's what I think, dog. If you ask me about immigration, right? Yes, this part of the world is our natural land, Hispanic people, right? North, South America, we're amongst this. We're always gonna be here, dog. The truth of the matter is, the more, like, it doesn't matter if they build a wall. We're gonna find a way, dog. Like, it's utterly just like we always have, right?
Right.
The more attention we bring to it, the more it's bad for us. Like, let them do whatever they want. We're always gonna find a way. Mira, calladito, mira. And then also, geniuses, you know how we're gonna take over? Have babies. Have babies. Everybody who's here, have 3 to 4 babies like your parents did. But you don't want to do that. You want to wait. I'm one baby. You know what I'm saying? And I don't talk Spanish. And then guess what? We die. Our culture dies. Geniuses. Okay, so shut up with your nonsense, man. Your boy CZALEO, I told you, man. I'm coming with that fire today, dog. I'm feeling it, dog. All right, man. Where we at exactly? Let me see the time clock.
Right there.
9 minutes.
All right, 9 minutes in, right, and we should be right around there. All right, so no, we're still going. Other thing I want to talk about is Florida, DeSantis, and Disney, man. I like what DeSantis is doing. He's standing up. Disney, man, I'm really pissed off at them, man. I know that most of us grew up loving it. Right, but if you really look into Disney, dog, you ever gone down them rabbit holes about Disney, dog, and all the mess? You ever seen that, like Pinocchio, dog?
Yeah.
Pinocchio, dog, and all that Pleasure Island. That's some dark shit, dog. That's like that Epstein shit, dog.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance, look into the pub scene, right? When they go, what did he say, man? The old drug man is like, oh, we get little boys here, and when they go home, they're no longer little boys. It's some dark shit, dog. Like, it's like Epstein Island, like with the whole scene where he gets drunk. It's some dark shit, dog. Disney's full of shit like that, right? Stuff like that, right? And even look, dude, just like teachers, right? Just like movies, don't just tell me a story. Tell me what you're here to do. Do not in any way teach me morals. Okay, you're not here to teach me morals or what correct way to be is. Just entertain me, and that's it. Okay, props to DeSantis for standing up to them, right? All the way that it's framed right now, it's not the don't say it's not that. Okay, it doesn't say that anywhere in the legislation. You're not gonna take the time to read this legislation. Let's be honest. You're gonna just take the word of the people on TV. Right, and say that right? But any kind of stuff we shouldn't talk about that way. It's just totally normal. So props to them. F Disney from your boy CZALEO. Another piece of news: the Grammys happened, and guess what? Who cares? I don't know nothing about it. Nobody cares. It's over. Like I said, Hollywood and all them ridiculous people and all their ridiculous shows. It's over. All right, man. We're gonna move on to the meme of the day. All right. I think, you know what? Maybe I'm going a little too fast, man. I lost it right here, man. I did it again. It's all good, though, guys. This is live TV on TGN Latinx, the Good News Network, bringing you the most excited television. Jackie's in the house, always here showing love, man. She's the number one person out here. I love her so much. All right. Let's see here. All right. We're going to move on. You got the meme of the day? Big dog.
There it is.
Boom. See that meme of the day? It's awesome. For those of you who are listening and not watching on the YouTube, it's the meme of the day. It's the Lisa Simpson one where she has the board, right? Where she writes on the chalkboard and it says, none of your problems are because someone else is a billionaire. Okay? None of your problems are, okay? You know what's problem with America today is we stopped celebrating the winners. Okay? We hate all the winners. You know what billionaires are? They're winners. A lot of you are going to say, oh, no, they're not rich people. Their parents gave them their money. 80% of millionaires are first generation millionaires. 80%. Look it up, right? Don't ask me to provide you a link. Do your own damn research, okay? But it's there, okay? That's what I hate. Nowadays, everybody's like, oh, show me the proof. Why do I gotta show? Like, I gotta show you an academic motherfucking study for you. You work at fucking Chief Auto Parts, but you need an academic study. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. Look it up yourself, okay? And also, most studies are nonsense. So who paid for it, right? The questions, I ask dangerous questions. Nobody makes studies on dangerous questions. Only people want studies. Who paid for it? That's the results you're gonna get, okay? So don't believe all them studies nonsense. But anyway, your problems are not because of a millionaire, right? They're trying to make this new laws, right? The capital gains tax. They say they're going after the billionaires, right? They don't like to. That's why. And then that fool, Elon Musk, he just bought a bunch of Twitter, right? So he's gonna try to take control back, which seems kind of dope, right? But we'll see where this goes, right? But he's pretty much saying, "Fuck you guys. You're gonna come after me. I'm gonna come after you," right? Because Twitter and all that people has influence. Even though I've never been on Twitter myself, I'm still out there fighting with people on Facebook like a freaking a boomer and shit. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm out there, but anyway, that dude, what they do to them, they're gonna eventually do to us. Okay, that inherited on capital gains, that's terrible. That means the stuff that in theory went, even if you don't take advantage of the gains, they're taxing you on it, right? So that means your equity on your house. Right now, cars are up. Used cars actually have equity. Imagine getting a tax bill, you didn't even sell it, and you got to tell. It's not good, okay? Do not be mad at people who won. Copy them, follow them. A strong person, you don't see somebody shining. When you see somebody shine, you don't say, oh my God, he's shining. No, man, you learn from them and you get better. Okay, you don't end up getting scared, okay? So that's the meme of the day. Okay, well, let's celebrate winners, right? Like my boy DJ T in the past, right? We started hating on him, but he's a winner anyway. But other winners, don't do that. Get your stuff together. Oh, that's what I said. People hate. People have all this, and then you ask them, what do you want to do? Why you want to be rich? Because I want to create generational wealth. Well, guess what that is, fool? That's what you're mad at. You want to make enough money so your kids and grandkids are okay, but then you're mad because somebody else's grandparents took care of them, huh? Pendejos. Anyway, your boy CZALEO. All right. We're going, okay, you know what? Now I got a good grasp of this. Okay, I know where we're at now, time-wise, right? So meme of the day, and then I still want to get the next piece of news. Oh, and then I want to get into today in history, dog, because before, and then I'm gonna come back with the other part. Oh no, I'm gonna get into it right now. Oh no, I'm gonna get into so the other thing, the vax law, right? Where we got 3 minutes to go. Is that what you're telling me? Okay, so no, okay, we're gonna get into the vax law. It looks like they're pausing it, right? I was talking about that, the AB 1993 and SB 871, right? But it looks like they're kind of stopping it. Those convoys are going, right? It's funny how they stopped covering all the convoys, right? And all the stuff about Biden, they don't cover that. And that's what we're all talking about, the distractions about Ukraine and Will Smith, right? But let's keep on top of that. I got a dangerous questions for everybody because this is something that I've been seeing going on in my life, and I wonder why. Has anybody been seeing a pandemic of young-ish people and healthy people going through tough times, right? And being in the hospital, not of COVID, but of other things, right? It seems like there's a lot of heart attacks out there and a lot of weird things going on. This is a dangerous question. I wonder why. Has anything happened recently that everybody did that was experimental? I wonder. Okay, dangerous question of the day. All right, your boy CZALEO. We're actually going to do Today in History, all right? Today in History real quick. Don't trip. I know that we're prepped for that, but I got you, big dog. We got 2 minutes. I'm gonna get it in real quick. All right. We got the 2 minutes. We got an epic song usually for this, but not at the moment. But here we go. Today in history, April 5th. Did you know that Pocahontas? This is the day that Pocahontas in 1614 and John Smith, what they called them in the movie, but it's actually John Rolfe. That's the day that they got married. Back in 1614. Check that out. A native and a white person were getting married back then. Seems pretty progressive, no? No? I mean, I'm just saying, okay? On April 5th, we're here on the west side-ish. Howard Hughes died on this date. Howard Hughes was a great man, right? He's kind of like the Elon Musk of his time, man. A man who was worth remembering, definitely, man. A man who did many great things in his lifetime with aviation and those type of things. Kurt Cobain also died on this day. If you go down the right rabbit holes, man, it's pretty much for sure that what's her name murdered that fool. His lady.
What's her name?
Yeah, dude, she did it for sure. She's super shady, man. She's like, she's been parts of different worlds, man. She's like somebody that her parents are like government people, man. So it's nuts, man. Also, Charlton Heston died on April 5th, right? Charlton Heston was a great man, a man who played Moses, right? NRA towards the end of his life, right? And also today was the day that Kareem broke Wilt's record. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Lakers, yesterday he broke his scoring record. And to me, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the actual GOAT. Right. LA, boy, Lakers, baby. Way better, way more points ever than Jordan. Good in high school, good in college, good everywhere he went, right? Jordan became what he became, right? But to me, greatness is expecting to be. There's something different, like Tom Brady, right, and Peyton Manning. There's some difference between. There's a difference between like nobody expects you to be great and you come up and nobody expected it. Where you're always seen to be great since you were a little kid, and everybody's looking at you, and you still deliver, To me, that's more greater. That's a better way to say that. To show you, all right, because I did go to college. I did go to the Harvard of the West, Cal State Northridge, CSUN, as we all know, the MIT of the West. Okay, that's right. Okay, there's no denying it. Everybody knows it. Okay, that was the Today in History. All right. We good? I still got a little bit of time, right? 2 minutes, or is it commercial break now? Okay, we got something different going on. Okay, so I got 30 seconds. Okay, all right. Commercials coming up. Check them out. Our advertisements, you're gonna like them. Okay, support on the app. Buy those products. They're all great. I use them myself. No, I don't, but I will as soon as I hear the commercial. You should too. Your boy CZALEO. CZALEO knows it all. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hey. All right. Now, what happens on YouTube? On YouTube, we're still just live.
Turn this off.
Yeah. No, you put it down.
On that page up there? All the way up.
All right.
Those are the
Commercials?
Yeah, so you have to put it up.
Every drink. Michelada time is freshly made in small batches, bringing you the perfect michelada every time.
The streets are talking, Jerry. That michelada time is liquid gold. Where can I find it?
Check out our website at www.micheladatimemix.com. That is MICHELADA timemix.com. Follow us on Instagram at michelada_time for news, products, pop-ups, and store locations.
Say less. I'm on it.
Yo, what's up? This is Rix.
Yo, this is Rennie.
What up? Dover in the building.
What's good, family? This is Jesse, and this is
Brown Wealth Radio. And make sure to catch us on TGN Latinx every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific, to be specific.
Are you looking for the best barbershop experience? Then the Locker Room Barbershop is the place for you. Check them out at their new location, located at 16900 Lakewood Boulevard, Unit 204 in Bellflower, California. If you would like to book an appointment, you can check them out at thelockerroom05.com or on Instagram at The Locker Room Barbershop LLC. Feel free to call the number 562-202-9602. Again, that phone number is 562-202-9602. Can't wait to see you at the Locker Room Barbershop.
Hey, Shariq LeMay.
Hey, what up, Jay Pinkay?
You already know what it is. You pulling up with me on Thursdays?
Oh, you already know Thursdays is lit.
What we doing?
We live on Limelight Live on TGN Talk.
You already know 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern for our East Coast folks. And hey, Calvin, why don't you join us sometimes?
Oh, gee, if you think I'm ready.
All right, Calvin.
What a clown. I can't.
We'll see you then.
Got a cough, allergies, mucus buildup, or do you just want to boost your immune system overall? Well, at the Organic Option, we make it easy to get your plant-based nutrients daily with organic tinctures and herbal capsules. Just put a few drops of tincture in your water, tea, or juice of your choice, and you'll be on your way to a healthier lifestyle in no time. Super blends like sea moss, bladderwrack, turmeric, and ginger, the mucus buster. We've got the organic solutions you need to keep your body at its best. Shop now at trytheorganicoption.com and use the promo code GOODNEWS for 30% off your order. Once again, that's trytheorganicoption.com. Feed your organs.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Alex Himes from Courtside Radio. We'd love to have you tuning in every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. right here on the Good News Radio Network. Don't forget to tune in every week, people. We'll see you then.
Only on TGN Sports. In today's world, everything is about customization. That's why I'm here to tell y'all about Wolf Customs. We can get any and everything customized. I'm talking about t-shirts, sweaters, even cell phone cases. If you have a business or a company or a brand, you probably got a website. You need something custom that's fit to tailor your business to separate you from the competition. Wolf Customs takes large orders and one-of-one orders. So if you got that special event, best you holler at Wolf Customs. You can get custom mouse pads, custom AirPod cases. I mean, it never ends. That's fit to tailor your business to separate you from the competition. Wolf Customs takes large orders and one-of-one orders. So if you got that special event, best you holler at Wolf Customs. You can get custom mouse pads, custom AirPod cases. I mean, it never ends.
Yeah. We're back. Yo, back. Oh, we back, baby. Here we go with your favorite, everybody's favorite. If I rule the world, if CZALEO ruled the world, okay? Today's topic is if CZALEO ruled the world, something that's close to me because it's happening in Inglewood and it's really pissing me off. It disgusts me today. If I ruled the world, the Clippers would not exist. Okay, the Clippers are fucking freaking embarrassing. Okay, let me tell you why they would not exist, dog. Do you know what the Los Angeles Lakers are, dog? Okay, Inglewood is the city of champions. Okay, before these people who are there now, you know why? Because they were associated with the Lakers. Do you know what the Lakers mean? Right? There's that new show, Showtime, I think, talking about the Lakers and Jerry West. Do you know who Jerry West was? Do you know what he represented? The Lakers represented the American dream, right? Imagine being in the 70s, dog, right? No communication, no internet, dog. You're in freaking Cincinnati, nigga, or Buffalo, dog, or some fucking, sits in the middle state, the flyover state, dog. You turn on your television, dog. You see the Los Angeles Lakers, baby. Showtime, homie, models, blondes, sunshine, the beach, dog. Like, the Lakers represent Los Angeles greatness. They represent the West, right? The capital of it all, right? West of the Mississippi, this is it, dog. Like, they represent culture, they represent class, they represented Hollywood, they represented champagne, like everything you've ever wanted, dog. Then they held it down, right? Their players it was Magic, but it was also Kareem, and it was Byron Scott, right? And hard workers, and they were like our guys, right? They weren't traded in and out. They were, the Lakers, just the connection, right? We stood up to the East Coast, right? They made Los Angeles count, right? They are just the best, right? They represented the inner city, right? Magic, Van Exel, Black Los Angeles. They represented like Black Los Angeles and Black, greatness, right? Like that era, 70s, right? Dude, that's what and then the Clippers, dog. The Clippers, dog. Like, it is so just not even a comparison, dog. You know what? There was a time when I was okay with the Clippers, right? You know what? I looked at them. I told people, like, to hate on the Clippers is like hating on a person in a wheelchair. Like, dude, like, let them, dog. Like, they're cute. Oh, they're right there trying, dog. And it was cool, dog. I like when they had Darius Miles and the Knuckleheads podcast. I had those guys. I liked them. They were humble. I remember, and then I'm a real LA person, dog. I'll talk to you about Bo Outlaw, dog. Eric Piatkowski, homie. Let's talk Clippers, homie. I got all day. You know what I'm saying? LA Sports Arena, dog. Don't even come at me, dog. But then the way they did it, dog, they just pissed me off. And then this dude, this Apple guy, waste all your money, dog. You're wasting it, dog. You'll never have any matter in this town, okay? Never. Go away. Nobody likes you, okay? The way they did it, dog. They got two traders, PG from Palmdale and Kawhi from, Riverside. That's not LA, right? They got two traders. Johnny saying, keep it up. CZALEO, what's up, 99? Johnny, must love big dog. All right, we'll do, right? They got these two traders to come in and they try to take the shine around with LeBron, and then they try to take it, dog. And then we still want a champion on top. Like, the way they did it, dude, it pissed me off, dog. Like, how dare you, dog? You were a little bro. Maybe rude my rude, but then you try to be equal. Then you come to Inglewood, dog, to my city that has been associated with all the greatness, dog. And then you're going to come mess it up. And then, we're helping the community. You're not, dude, I'm from Inglewood, okay? I'll tell you what, Inglewood politics, everybody going to get a backpack. Congratulations on your Clipper backpack. Okay, that's it. That's the only benefit we're all going to see. I'm not in Inglewood anymore. I'm Inglewood adjacent, right? But everybody who lives there, that's the only benefit you're going to see. Your kid going to get a backpack that says Clippers. Okay, you might get a job, loan for you have for 3 months, and then you quit. Okay, it's terrible. It's unnecessary. It just shows the excess, right? And it also shows, like, Inglewood is such a corrupt city. I'm sorry to say, usually towns run by our colored people, and also Southeast LA, Southgate, they're always all corrupt, right? Inglewood is no different. It's gonna just go into the pockets of people. There's gonna be traffic jams. There's no need. They have the Forum. They got the new Rams. Y van a poner otro estadio, dude. It's just excess. It just shows excess, right? And it is disgusting, right? The Clippers. If I ruled the world, the Clippers would not exist, right? That's it, man. Caen mal, all right? Your boy, okay? Only clout chasers and transplants like the Clippers, okay? Gente que le gusta caer mal, okay? Lakers, even though they suck right now. LeBron, get your stuff together, big dog. Brought to you by. If CZALEO knows it all, if I ruled the world, all right? Moving on, all right? We're going to move on to everybody else's favorite segment, which is the great fucking movie. The great fucking movie of the week. All right, we're gonna talk about a great movie. Hey, you got the clip set up? I want to make sure we get this one right, man, because this is a great movie, man. A movie that really affected me when I was a young kid, right? That really gets me going every time you hear it. If you're Hispanic American, you have to have seen this song. the name of this song, the name of this movie is La Bamba. Okay, La Bamba. This is a great movie, man. This movie, it's if you have brothers, right? If you have brothers, you know, you can't watch. If you're Hispanic and you have brothers, man, you can't watch that scene without crying, dog. The end of it, right? Yeah. Oh my God, you hear that song, dog? At there when he says Richie, bro. To this day, I choke up, dog. I choke. I'll tell you what, man. If one day, well, never mind. I don't even want to say that, but yeah, man. I never want to. I'll never be able to watch this movie again if I ever lost my bros, man. It just gets you that much, right? The music, right? It's about a Latino man. It's also about the San Fernando Valley. You guys know that Richie was from San Fernando, right? You know, he was somebody who came up, right? Who achieved great things in the '60s in the rock and roll era, right? It's about Chicano culture, right? It's a movie that just captures Americana, right? At the radio station, right? When it's about making it in the 50s, right? The white guy who tried to help him, right? And it's just such a tragedy too. But the key to this movie, man, that I really want to talk about is the guy you see right there, my boy Bob. Okay, the character of Bob Eastside Morales. It is a crime that he did not win the Oscar that year for Best Supporting Actor. Okay, Bob's character, bro. Oh my Lord, dog. He makes the movie, big dog.
On the clip.
Yeah, we're gonna play a clip. All right.
You always worry more about Richie. What about me? What about me? I know you don't give a goddamn about me. You had me turned in. You had me locked up. You think I could ever forgive you for that? The fucking you little bitch. This is mine.
Wow, dog. So there you go. What about me? That feeling, dog. That, you know, it's like, you know, he shined, right? And then Bob was always trying to find a way to shine, but it never worked out, you know? One more scene. And this is the best freaking scene ever. When he gets her pregnant.
Aren't you going to say anything?
What's there to say? It's not my first.
Or my last. It's not my first or my last. But that's what she gets. You know what? Because she had a chance to be with Richie, but she wanted the bad boy. You know what? In life, dog, you pay, you play. Okay, you can do whatever you want in your life, dog. I always say that. You pay, you play. You can do whatever you want, but you got to face the consequences. Homegirl right there, she wanted the bad boy. That's the life she got, dog. But at least she was woman enough to keep the baby and raise him and face the consequences of her decisions, so props to her. But anyway, Bob's character, man, he's so deep, dog. You know, he's not the first or the last, right? He really loved his brother, dog. You know, he really did love him, right? But he was just flawed. Remember, he takes him to TJ, right? And they see the snake doctor. He messes up that fool's when he has Richie Valens and the flying guitar. He messes up the party, right? He's just such a full character, right? He's one of the most underrated characters of all time.
He
You know,
absolutely makes the movie.
he reminds me, you know, it is cool because when he's a kid, like Richie Valens, like I'm older brother, man. To me, my older brother was my hero. Shout out to Andy. When I was a kid, bro, he was like everything to me, dog.
Right.
And that's how Richie felt about his big bro, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just great, man. Anybody, I'm sure everybody in them, if you watch this show, you must have seen La Bamba. But if you haven't, make your life better. Watch this movie. It's an American classic,
It's
right?
a great American
It's
tale.
right. How you feel about La
man.
Bamba?
It's an
big dog?
amazing story, man. It's a great tale. I mean, I connected to it. You know,
Being
immediately.
Hispanic, right? It was one of the
being
few Hispanic
you
stories.
just and it's just living that American dream. You know, he wants to get his mom a house. You know, he does all that, right?
Right, dog.
And his
The
mom's helping him
American
push his music.
Yeah,
you know,
she was.
right?
And you know what's funny, dog? And it's even funny, dog. It's the same. They're like, you know, Richie and Bob are Doughboy and Rick.
Yeah.
You know, Doughboy and Rick, Boys and Him. Remember, what you hit me for?
That's right.
What you hit me for?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
he had the same thing. There's always like moms play favorites, but it's not necessarily like that, right? Sometimes moms, you know, they look after somebody kind of needs more help. So like that happens a lot in our families. Like a lot of times Hispanic people were like, "Mom never helped me." Or like, everybody got a cryberry story, dog. But you know, I'm a parent now, and you get it. Sometimes, you know, the kids who kind of got it all together, they get left alone, right? Because you're kind of worried about the other kids. So not that you got more love for one, is that you kind of know that this one got it more together, you know? So it's just different
Bob
ways
was
to
on
look
his
at
own
stuff.
program too.
Yeah,
right?
Bob was something else.
Bob was just doing his own thing.
Yeah, dog.
But
so,
see, you got some
it was a
comments on
rough-
the same.
what we got,
like
dog?
Richie. They say Richie.
Yeah, dog. Lakers, baby. That's right. Go Lakers. Everybody loves it, right? Daddy Manning. Who I remember Charlie B saying Daddy Manning. I remember Daddy Manning, Charlie B. Yeah, dog. That's my boy Charlie. Oh, that's my boy Charlie. What's up, big dog? I think he's out in AZ right now, man. They can't pay the rent at Crypto Arena anymore. The Clippers. That's right, boy. They can't. Freaking Clippers, terrible. Coming to my town to Inglewood, messing up the whole. Just ugly, man. It's just like, dude. It's like somebody got a BMW, then they put a big old lightning bolt on the side. Like, oh, we're gonna race it. I got a racing BMW, and then All right, man. So that's the great. Let me know if you like that movie, man. Let me know if you have other great movies that you want to consider, man. But La Bamba, an American classic, a movie that you shouldn't miss. For Hispanic Americans, it tells a great tale, man. Your boy, CZALEO. All right, man. Cool. Where's and yeah, I'm on the clock. What the fuck?
You're good. You have 15 minutes.
All right, 15 minutes to go, guys, which is great, man, which is not enough, man. I really will do this more, man. So send me money on my cash app. I'll put it up one of these days. But yeah, man, this was great, man. So that's the Clippers, right? So that we did today in history. Now we're going to move on to another one of everybody's favorite topics. It's things your daddy should have taught you. Okay, things your daddy should have taught you, things your dad should have taught you, cosas que tu papá te tenía que haber dicho. Okay, and this is a very important concept. Shame. Okay, we live in a society where nobody ever wants to feel shame. But I think that shame is good. Shame is there for a reason. If you believe in God or if you believe in evolution, shame is there for a reason, right? If you believe in evolution, when all the monkeys were together, right? The monkey with the most bananas got the most girl monkeys, right? And the monkey that didn't have no bananas, he's like, God damn, you're the damn monkey girl. So I have to shame it. We're shaming him. You go get your own bananas, right? It causes you to act. Okay, shame makes you better. It's part of the fire, right? So as a father, your dad should support you. Nowadays we we have the kids. It's part of making kids grow up is great. You have to support them and everything, but you also have to let them know when they're wrong. Okay, we live in a society where everything's okay. Everything is not okay. Okay, no, there's a term in Spanish called sinvergüenza. That's why Spanish, to me, Spanish is such a better language than English. Spanish word, they just mean more. Like when I pray in Spanish. I don't know about you, right? But like there's things like when I think in English, but when something's serious, I think about it in Spanish. It's just like more heaviness to it, right? But a sinvergüenza, it's like no shame. It's like, I'm somebody, we all have dirt. I do dirt, right? I do dirt, but at the very least, one thing I say about myself is I do my dirt by my lonely, right? The difference between nowadays is people want to be celebrated for their shittiness, right? Or for their faults, right? The stuff, I overeat. I eat too much, right? I don't promote it though, right? I have the decency to not be oh, it's fine. You should love me. Look at me. It's fine to eat 4 pizzas and 2 sodas. No, you're going to have heartburn. It's terrible. And I'm telling you right now, don't be like me. You know what I'm saying? Shame, through weakness. If you can't accomplish something, feel the pain of losing. Feel the pain of getting that F. Feel the pain of somebody being better than you. Go through it. Don't avoid it. Because what happens is people avoid feeling, I'm just not going to try. No, try. Feel it. Okay? Your shame has a place in this world, just like every other emotion. We can't eliminate it because it brings about greater things. Okay? Another thing that is important that your dad should have taught you is learn how to be quiet. Very funny from a big loudmouth like myself. Right? But as men, dog, you have to learn how to be comfortable in silence sometimes. Okay? As men, you don't have to talk all the time. It doesn't always have to be noise, right? You should be able to sit in the car for 25 minutes and not a word be said and be okay with it. Not the radio on, not something in your ear. It's okay to be silent, to be alone in your thoughts, right? Especially amongst men. Like some men, old school men, they don't talk, and that's fine. Yeah. And that's something that people don't learn these days because then, there's not enough father figures around, right? There's the time to talk. My kids some people are cursed with kids who, they say they don't talk. My kids talk a grip. My kids, they're like so curious. I love them. I'm so blessed, But I teach them too, like, hey, son, it's okay to be quiet sometimes, mijo, okay? Your dad is just thinking. We don't need a radio, solo cállate. It's okay to be bored. It's okay for things to be low and you're not brain out of what's going all the time. All right, so that's the things your daddy should have taught you for today.
It's okay it's okay not to be the center of attraction, right? Center
Right.
of attention, I should say.
Right.
Center of
Yeah.
attention.
Right. That doesn't always have to be, let thoughts come to you, new thoughts.
Yeah.
Right. And that's even, for myself, I'm somebody that always have to have something in the background, and that's not always good, right? Learn how to be quiet, learn how to be comfortable in your own silence, okay? The strong silent type. Remember that from the police? What happened to the strong silent type? Hey, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, and then we're gonna move on. That's that subject for today. I actually have the intro right here for our next subject. All right, here we go. Oh, you got it? Lowered expectations. All right, the overall lowering of standards that is happening in our country, and I'm gonna bring up something. It's gonna be kind of mean, but it needs to be said, right? I'm gonna bring up the new show from Lizzo. She got a new show for the big girls, right? Listen, I'm a big person myself. I also love big girls. Okay, I have partaken. I like it. It's great. Okay, no problem. Okay, it's great.
Amazing.
Okay, but it's not to be celebrated. Okay, we need. We're living in a time where there's supposed to be a health crisis, and what are we promoting? Right? There's things now called mukbang videos. I heard about this guy called, I think, Nico Avocado. Have you ever heard of him?
No, I haven't.
These, they just people go on YouTube. They just watch people eat. Like, dude, like, that's the decay of our society, right? We have so much. People complain so much in this country. Everything is unfair. We celebrate fat. We celebrate the biggest people. We watch them eat. We watch them gorge themselves. And you know what? We watch it. This guy Nico Avocado, he came to my attention because he's having he used to be skinny, and then over time he's like this terrible. He's got fatter and fatter, right? But he's not healthy, right? They're eating a bunch of food. Somebody in the background got stabbed, and he didn't even noticed, right? That's why he got famous. He's right there. They're just stuffing their face. They're stuffing their face. Somebody in the background is screaming, getting stabbed, right?
Oh wow.
It just goes like where we are with our society, man. Like, everybody should be respected, right? But guys, like I need society to have higher standards so that I can have higher standards. I'm not here talking because, like I said, I'm a flawed piece of crap like you. You know what I'm saying? Like my name is Caesar. I'm born in May. I'm a Taurus. You know what that means? I like the pleasures of the flesh. Okay. I like the food. I like the women's. Okay. I like the I like the drink. I get it. Okay. If society allows me, I will fall. You know what I'm saying? We can't have this. Because more people, everybody's the same. We all have pleasures, right? The power that be, they figured out to just keep us going that way, right? But these things, I worry, like, what are these people going to be doing on the show? Are they going to be doing extreme? What if somebody has a heart attack? I know what it's like to be unhealthy, dude. I know what it's like to be almost 300 pounds, man. It's not healthy. It's not a good way to be going around. The emotions, being on TV, how they're just, it's like and then people are gonna all watch. Let's watch. What are they gonna do? It's disgusting, man. It's really disappointing in our society that these are the things that we celebrate, man. Not that those people cannot be included, right? But we're celebrating for them for what they have wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like we're, it's unhealthy to me. Does anybody agree with me, man? They need to go back to San Diego, talk about the clips. People don't want to be held accountable. That's 100%, man. Your dad should have taught you that less is more, right? Caesar Dice Clay. Somebody said that. Okay, but yeah, man, the overall lowering of standards, right? Like, we have this whole thing there's a term for it, right? What's it called? It's like a body acceptance, right? Or even like gap, right? Like, no, I'm gonna tell you something. I will not buy your I want somebody who was more attractive to me selling me products, okay? Straight up, okay? I will not buy products from people who I think are less attractive and less healthy than me, okay? This new idea is not cool. It's actually not healthy. It's another way of dividing us. It's another identity. It's another thing to be like, oh, people don't understand me because I'm no. Okay, that's one thing you control. Your health is one thing that you control, okay? Once again, I'm not super skinny. I'm not super buff or nothing, right? But I do. It is a part of my lifestyle to work out, right? And like I said, back to other soldiers, your duty to be strong, right? Your duty to be ready, right? Your duty just not to be like, what if things happen and we have to help? What if there's an earthquake tomorrow? You gotta come out, you gotta get me. Get yourself out. Get yourself out, big dog. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't help anybody, man. And then we're just putting them on show for we can all just watch them.
Right.
Look at it. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's messed up, man. I actually think it's, it's quite of a perverted of our society, man. What do you think, big dog?
I agree with you. 100%. I also tie it back to what you said last week, where you said entertainment has become more of a reality show. So everything's a reality show, right? So now
cheapened.
Yeah, it's been cheapened, and so mocking people for what they do or observing them and then taking a stance back and ridiculing them or
right, because that's what it is. They're gonna try to make it politics, but like the thing is, we can't.
It's just another form of. It's almost like a sense of bullying too, because when you see that, right, you initially,
you're right.
You start.
Yeah, like I said, all people are. I get it, man. But like we just can't. Everything is not okay, and everything we have to have shame, right? We can't just tell it like just because I'm this way, it's okay. No, like I have flaws, that we try to better. If somebody tells me like my flaws, somebody will give me a round of applause for sitting around the house all day touching my balls. I won't sit around the house all day touching my balls. You know what I'm saying? But that guy, people don't applaud that, and you have to get up and do it, right? You have to get up and do stuff. So that's all I have to say about that. Like Forrest Gump would say, you know what? I need to get that clipped. That's all I have to say about that. All right. The overall lowering of standards. All right, what we got up here, man?
In 5 years, Lizzo will be on Dr. Phil's.
Broke and 600, 700 pounds. Wow, man. I hope not, man. Man, I hope she, and this isn't personal, man.
No, not at all.
She's a talented person, man, but I wish somebody would talk to these people, man. Somebody who actually cared about them, man. These things, it's just not a healthy lifestyle, right? But it just and it's fine, right? But the promotion of it is funny. But you know what? Here, I'm gonna be a little bit of a hypocrite here, right? Because I also have this other theory. One thing that I hate I hate it when my celebrities lose weight. Like if I'm introduced to you as big person, that's how I need you to be your whole life. I don't need this. Once you're skinny, you lose all comedy and all talent to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't care about your personal health. I need you to be you came to me entertaining me as a big person, and I need you to stay that way. Like I said, kind of hypocritical, but that's life, okay? Everybody's kind of a hypocrite, and that's just it, okay? We all live in the middle, the gray and the muck of all that, and that's where we all kind of make life. All right, we got 4 minutes left. We're gonna get to our outros, everybody. Okay, I got a couple of people I want to show some love to. Thank you guys for checking in, man. Thank you guys for commenting today. Charlie was all over it today. Jax, we got all kind of people in the mix, man. Thank you guys for your love. Everybody throughout the week that reaches out to me, I appreciate it, man. All the ideas you give me and all the support, it's super dope, man. Showing love this week,
a lot of great feedback.
A lot of great feedback,
I've
man.
been getting a lot of people DMing me, telling me just how
nice,
show
man.
sounds, man. Thanks so.
Then people getting people sliding in your DM. Oh shit! Okay. No, just kidding, Becky. That's not true. All right, I had some people, man. I had a list of people who I wanted to give shouts out to. The first one being my compadre Diego, man. Diego, he helps us out with our website. We're doing a bunch of stuff, man. He actually has hit me up, and if you want your website built, he helps people get their businesses growing. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to my boy Tito. He got a brand called Saints and Sinners.
That's right.
I'll try to have a hat up here next week. Fresh. He got a dope brand. He's out of Inglewood, man. It's called Saints and Sinners. It's freaking dope. Also, we got a guy named Prince. He goes on Instagram by God of Art.
God of Art.
He does covers, man. He did our cover for South Central America, the mixtape.
That's right.
So we'll show you that, man. Much love to him. Anybody who's out there making moves, man, always much love to you. Much love to all my guys in the barbershop. Much love to everybody who I gave love to last week. That's why. You have anybody you want to show love to?
I'm good, man. I just the same people, man, from last week, which was Eddie the Eddie Blend.
Okay. Hank, I'm gonna need you to have people to give shout out to. The segment is just not as good without you having somebody. As per my last email. Oh shit. Okay, excuse me, guys. You know what? Joe Collins, man. Thank you, Joe Collins, for showing us love, man. TGN Network. He really, gave us a space. He's a person who's doing big things. He has great ideas, man. Listen to him, guys. Don't be a Democrat, don't be a Republican. Go for it with good people. Vote for whoever's good. Okay. Listen to who's out there. Don't just pick. Don't pick what the news tells you to pick. Okay. So shout out to him. Anything else, man? We're gonna recap the night. We're coming out. People down, right? So wrapping it up, guys. Okay,
stretch it.
Okay, I'm telling you. Okay,
1 minute.
Hey, tell me right now. Hey, tell me. Okay, it's over. It's over. No, hey, give it go. Stretch it. No, it's over. Okay.
This is producer Jackie in the background. I do want to give some love to Caesar because you held it down. It was your first interview event that you've done for TGN, and you held it down so well. So I'm proud of you. Shout out to you, man. You're killing it. they want more Caesar. That's what I heard. So we're gonna have to find more events for you to go cover.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'll go to a Democrat event too. It's all good, man. I'll go out there and let them fools know why they're all wrong. Just kidding. This is awesome, man. Once again, thank you for the love, and that's great, Jackie. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words because I respect your hustle and what you're doing too. So if you say it's dope, then it's official. Remember, guys, man, keep your head in the swivel out there. There's a lot of bad ideas out there. Always be looking out, like my coach would say, okay, for these bad ideas. Because they're everywhere. Don't believe the news. They're lying to you, especially Univision and Telemundo. They're a bunch of liars. If you got parents, they're all panicking, selling fear. Don't live in fear. Live in positivity. Okay, live in abundance. Okay.
Stay true to you.
Stay true to you. Okay. A wise man knows that he does not know it all. So I do not know it all, but I definitely know more than you. The truth hurts. I know. I get it. But it's for your own good. And you're welcome, fools, all right? La Suprema, South Central America. CZALEO knows it all. Tell your friends. Download the app. Check out the YouTube link. Check out the replays. It's dope. It's a great show. We're going to keep it up. More ideas, more great movies. Go watch La Bamba. It's a great movie, all right? Bring back shame, all right? Teach your kids what's up. Pray with the Lord. We're going to be all good, everybody. Let's go. TGN, check out our other shows. Check out everybody who had a commercial, buy that product. It's a great product. For sure. All right. Peace. It's a wrap.
Woo! You gotta end YouTube. There we go. All right. That was so fun.
Yeah, I like